What is going on? Welcome back to Trading Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Faraday Future. So I'm doing another evening video. So today is Wednesday the 17th. I want to talk about what came from Omar's video, and more specifically these pictures right here. So you do see, actually this video or picture is a little bit clearer. So you do see the Faraday logo. So it's a Faraday table, clearly Amazon vans. And just in case you guys do not know, Rivian, Rivian and Amazon go hand in hand for the most part. And Faraday hasn't officially announced who their bridging partner is. Clearly, it's still in negotiations, and rightfully so. It's not an easy task, but a lot of people have been speculating on who it could potentially be. I've done videos in the past saying it might be a lower end EV, such as Workhorse or Canoe. But logically, it could be some larger entity, such as Rivian. So during Rivian's last earnings, they did say this. So in fact, they actually brought up the word partnership roughly around 15 to 20 times. So that in among itself is pretty optimistic. But you do see RJ, who's the CEO, does say, kind of brings up Amazon and how that's really been working for them fairly well. But all of this is really going to help future partnerships. So again, this is just one of many times that RJ talks on kind of vague partnerships. So are they talking about Faraday? Are they not? I want you to kind of just break it down on what it might logically look like. So without further ado, let's get right into that. So we have to ask ourselves, what does Faraday need from this? And on the flip side, what does Rivian need from this? Rivian does have a fair amount of cash. So just in case you guys are not familiar, again, I know this isn't a Rivian video and all the fun jazz, but just to give you a full overview, based on their last earnings, so as of March 2024, they had around 5.9 billion in cash and cash equivalents, but they do have around 1.8 billion in short-term investments. So all in all, they have sufficient amount of cash. So Faraday can't really offer them, plus Faraday's balance sheet is kind of horrific. So obviously Faraday can't offer that. But one thing that I do want to share with you is YT. So YT has done a couple of videos in the past, one of which is actually about the whole Rivian and Volkswagen deal. As soon as that did come out, that joint partnership, he did a video and he went over how essentially that's good for the EV sector, but at the same time Faraday stands out because of their technology. And during his recent one, where he kind of alluded to kind of in talks with someone or a big OEM for the bridging between China and the States, he did say that Faraday's AI is next level, and it's something that a North American EV company does not have. So in essence, that's something that Faraday can offer, is their AI and technology. So Rivian has been investing quite a lot in technology, but it's easier just to have some kind of joint partnership or strategic agreement that would allow Faraday to kind of allow or have some partnership of some sorts that will allow them to import vehicles bypassing the whole tariffs. And based on the news that recently came out, it looks like things are going to get a little bit more sketchy between the States and China. So even more of a reason that Faraday does need that bridge. So once again, that's something that Rivian can offer, is just plain and state that bridging. There might be some monetary kind of fee that Rivian might pay Faraday over and above that, just to ensure that, I guess, everyone's happy. In exchange for that, though, Faraday could give their technology to Rivian. So that's just how something could potentially work. This might mean something. This might mean absolutely nothing, this table and just whatever else. But in my experience, at least, when it comes down to just walking through a random facility and you see things like this, they're not there just for the hell of it. They're there because of that's their current focus. And obviously we already do know that Faraday is focused primarily on three things right now: ramping up UAE ideally, and obviously the UAE kind of deal would bring in a lot of much needed money to suffice with operations. And then finally, the bridge. So that's kind of their priorities. So logically, again, I might be speculating quite a lot here, but it does make sense. And both entities, Rivian as well as Faraday, could benefit from this kind of deal. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that this is something that they are going to announce in the interview? And on a side note, the interview between Omar and YT did not come out. I believe it is actually getting pushed to Thursday. So obviously at the time when this video does come out. But yeah, all in all, I think that could be potentially good for Faraday. As I've said in the past, Faraday, like it can't just sit on this and not give news. Like they need to act fairly fast, especially with the whole shareholder meeting coming out on the 31st. And it's just they don't have much time. So they do need to act relatively fast. So hopefully a partnership is announced, and then over and above that, UAE comes into play as well. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think it's feasible or no? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And one final thing, as I always share with you, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.